This was me 5 years ago, before knowing the importance of digital marketing. My business was not as competitive as the others, and I was so depressed about it. Sales were dropping, fewer customers bought our products, and my business was forced to close down. However, this is me now, going through my hardest time. And this is my team, NSIGHT. Do you want to know our secret? The answer is microblogging. Microblogging is what I have been doing in the last 5 years to enhance my business. Microblogs are concise blog posts under 300 words that can have images, GIFs, links, infographics, video, and audio clips. Although the term microblogging is relatively new, the practice is not. Many of us are already microblogging without being aware of it. Why is microblogging important? Microblogs can help to create awareness, create an interest for people about certain topics, make them have desire about it, and lead into an action that the content creator wanted the audience to do. Let's jump to 6 tips and tricks how to create a good microblog called NSIGHT.
The first thing that is crucial for your microblog is defining your niche audience. You should target a very specific type of audience. You can discuss a topic in intense detail to give the audiences the information they truly need and relatable in your microblog. Although in a niche microblog like this, you probably not attract the attention of as many people as you could on social media sites, but you will likely get a higher percentage of the right people to interact with you and your brand. In addition, when you are engaging with fewer people, you can focus on the quality of those engagements and on nurturing your relationships with the audience. The other advantage is, because you are providing valuable content for a niche audience, they are more likely to remain loyal to your microblog. There are great chances that a person who visited your microblogs once will refer to your microblog site again in the future for any information related to the topic. This is because you understand the needs of your target audience well and accordingly produce content that is relevant. This will help in attracting more traffic to your microblog. Now, to make it easier for you to understand, let's take a look at one content created and posted by NSIGHT. This from to for millennials. Here we can clearly see that the target niche audience must be millennials. Since the prime focus is on a very specific audience, which is millennial, it becomes easier for the creator to cover all facets pertaining to the topic for the audience. Don't forget to add all kinds of information such as reviews or expert opinions relevant to your target audience in order to attract maximum readership. In fact, we are living in an era where people do not have the time to read something that is not the thing they are interested in. They just need reliable and accurate information, and that's it. Therefore, making your microblog for a niche audience is one of the tips to make your microblog work well.
Simple. Simple is the key. The important thing to remember about your content is that you are not producing it to impress your people with your vocabulary. When producing content, we should always think twice about the more decorative words we could use and consider if there are simpler alternatives. For example, use start instead of comments, and near instead of close proximity. The key of writing content is to use the language that you and your audience would use in everyday conversation instead of the more formal style used in white papers. When writing content, we try to use the language that we usually use when we are explaining a point to a friend or family member in a pub or cafe. Use short sentences and paragraphs. Take a look at this picture. Is it easy for us to understand the content by just looking at the picture at a glance, right? How about this picture? Long sentences and those multiple clauses invite unnecessary complexity. Similarly, long paragraphs can be daunting for readers and cause them to switch off and lose interest. We need to also avoid jargons. A regular frustration with much written content often falls back on jargon. The problem is that often these words and phrases mean little to people outside the industry or particular company, which lead to instantly turning off readers. The use of jargon in content also suggests that you don't know the subject perhaps as well as you should or think you do. Remember the famous Albert Einstein quote, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough."
Third, your microblog should be interesting enough to make your followers willing to wait or go back to see your post. Lead your followers to explore their curiosity and learn new things from what you write. Make your followers regret that they missed something important when they forgot to see your post, and thus will set the reminder for your post on the next day. But how to do it? Don't worry, we got some tips for you. First, create something that is visually appealing, such as using high-quality images, not putting too many words, good color combination, and so on. Facts are saying that posts with images produce 650% higher engagement than text-only posts. And visual content is 40 times more likely to get shared on social media than other types of content. Therefore, make your microblog very appealing to the point it catches people's eyes. Let's take a look at this example. Don't you think it catches your attention right away? Instead of just putting all text, the writer includes a visual or a picture that is relevant to the topic and emphasizes the word imposter by making it bigger and all red, to help the viewers visualize the message he or she wanted to deliver. Second, besides being a trend itself, your microblog also needs to keep up with the trend. Analyze what is trending and popular in the market and connect it to your industry. But here is the tricky part. Following the trend is important, but don't be distracted from the real aim. Don't forget what message you want to convey in the very beginning. Taking a look from the previous example, it's true that we are talking about that imposter we know in the game Among Us. But is it true that what we meant by that imposter is that imposter that we all know? Third, consistency is key. Don't rely on one post to go viral. Most posts won't go viral, which means you need to find a better way to get your post in front of your intended audience. Posting on a consistent basis sets up an expectation for your followers to look forward to the next post. How many posts a day is up to you, but remember, it's a consistent schedule.
Genuine, it means that something that is very authentic or real. The general case that happens in society is the question content. For example, people will say, "I don't believe in what the author is telling me." Well, the answer is short and clear, which is authenticity. Authenticity means that the image you present online is pretty close to who you are in real life. A recent survey shows that 67% people will think that content marketing is useful and valuable, but 33% believe content marketing is unreliable and biased. Authenticity for content marketing is very important. By the definition, the authentic content marketing is the content that attempts to genuinely be of service to its readers and its industry without trying to manipulate its audiences. According to Forbes.com, it's easy to be authentic when you truly understand your customers and their most pressing concerns. With that understanding, authenticity comes naturally. By combining genuine understanding with narrative skills, you can tell memorable and compelling stories that will be meaningful to your customers. Fortunately, being authentic is not that hard. All you need to do is understand your customers and make interesting and relevant content. When you are a master of your topic, authentic content will practically write itself. There are 3 reasons why authenticity is very important. The first one is it builds your company identity and image into something influential. Second, it marks you out as a reliable and trustworthy company. Third, it helps people to relate to your business. Now, let's take a look at the example. This microblog, it provides the real Starbucks action to support breast cancer awareness, which is by releasing 3 special beverages, and 10% of total sales from those 3 beverages will be donated to Love Pink Indonesia. Do you want to show how content marketing can build a company identity and image into something influential? In this case, Starbucks has understood the customers very well, which is breast cancer awareness is one of the most concerning issues in this world. Thus, Starbucks has influenced people through their campaign, which is breast cancer awareness. The campaign makes business become reliable and trustworthy in the customer's perspective.
The next one is harmony. In here, harmony is playing with the psychology and it has 3 components: fun, color, and image. First, fun. Fun plays a crucial role as it gives character to your post. There are 4 types of font: serif, sans serif, script, and decorative. Each of them has its own psychology characteristic. So which font should you use? My answer is depends. It depends on what message would you like to deliver to your reader. Is it formal, casual, or what? Match the font psychology to give character to your message. And let me give you another tip. If you are still newbie at this, choosing one font style is totally fine. But make sure your font is readable even in long sentences. With one font, you can make it bigger or give another color to make it contrast. Or, if you want to use more than one font, I recommend you to use 2 fonts which have different styles. Make it totally different to give contrast on what you would like to highlight. Combination is important, but you contrast alarm the reader on your point. Then, color. Same with font, color has its own psychology character that you should match with the message you would like to deliver. I recommend you to use color palette which you can find in the internet, and make sure your font color contrasts with the background color to make it readable. And the last component is image. Your microblog must be shorter than the ordinary blog. Image is a great tool to help you deliver the message. Choose the best image that represents your point and be creative on it. And how is harmony? Look at this post. Which one you prefer? I give you 3 seconds to think. Most of us choose the right one because the font is readable and we can find what the point is highlighted because of the contrast. Comment on below what vibes you feel when you see this post. The color matches the message and also give contrast, so it's nice to see, right? And the image really represents on the point we are going to deliver. Find the suitable image that can be understood by everyone.
Right, Owen?
Yes, Melissa.
Lastly, arriving at the 6th point, T, take action, famously known as call to action or CTA, is a prompt to get your audience to do something specific. While we often put in a lot of effort into perfecting various aspects of our microblogs mentioned before, we sometimes don't give the CTA as much attention as it deserves. Research by Conversion Excel Institute found that 97% of people pay attention to the headline of a piece of content. Only 60% will read the whole content, and the rest are more likely to skim through rather than read your content. A clear CTA makes it easy for the readers to, well, take action. Nowadays, social media platforms already have many useful features that allow us to do activities and interactions with our followers. Such as in Instagram, there are many features that allow us to give quizzes, ask questions, create polling, stream live, like posts, and comment. And I believe different platforms all have different features that will benefit both the content creator and the audience. Most importantly, the easiest trick is you have to give the audience a reason to click. The key to a good call to action isn't just to tell them what to do, but why they should do it, which means honing the fine art of writing effective CTA. To give you a clearer picture about CTA, look at this microblog created by NSIGHT. We can see that the word legal protection somehow asks the audience to use legal protection to protect their business. Moreover, question words like "What are you waiting for?" and instruction words like "Who register" emphasize the audience to take action right away. Besides, the audience is directed to contact NSIGHT through direct message or clicking the link in bio for consulting services. Not only that, they are reminded to like, comment, and share this microblog.
Here you go. All the 6 important points of how to create a good microblog that are easy to remember. NSIGHT. Shh. Use this secret recipe wisely. And now, cheer from NSIGHT, led by Insight.
NSIGHT, led by Insight.